Hello! Hello! It is Thursday! That's right, it's Thursday. I'm playing Mario Party when a lot of other people are playing Xenoblade 2. Because today is the day the Switch 2 version comes out, or came out, or whatever, and it is all over my Twitter feed. So, hooray! I know how to play this game. We're going to the big city! Hello, Blue. Hello. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. We're just gonna go 40. 40's fine. I know I have all summer, but it's fine. We're gonna be Luigi today. We're gonna have, we're gonna run the, no, not her. Why? Why is my controller being stupid? We're just gonna run this crew. I haven't run this crew in a hot minute. No handicaps. Let's rock and roll. But yes, today, July 30th, the Switch 2 version, at least the digital Switch 2 version of Xenoblade Chronicles 2 was released today. I know some people over in like New Zealand, Australia got it at some point yesterday. It just kind of rolled out through time zones. I hate talking. This chick said I haven't rolled for one in a hot minute. Sorry if I sound a little bleh. It's fine. So yeah, I've been seeing like nothing but a lot of Xenoblade 2 stuff. And there's a handful of things that I was aware of, and other things that I just wasn't, because nothing was really said about how to acquire things, like the new Pyra and Mythra outfits. To my knowledge, I either missed an obvious statement, or I'm just really stupid. But to my knowledge, I hadn't seen any statements on how to acquire the new Pyra and Mythra outfits in-game. Yeah, I didn't know how to acquire said outfits until my husband told me he ordered a thing that can maybe help us with it, just to see if it'll work. But apparently you can get the new Pyra and Mythra outfits in doing the Merc Assault for the first time? Question mark? Or if you have the Pyra and Mythra amiibos, you can get them very early in the playthrough. You could just like play the whole game with them. And that would be like so sick to do that, but like we don't have the Pyra and Mythra amiibos, so that's kind of the thing there. 100% thought it came out tomorrow, OMG. Yeah, it's today, the 30th. I think I heard you say something on Tuesday about it. I was going to say something, but I'm like, she probably just thinks the 30th is on Friday, so I didn't say anything about it. Cat-like, look at them. I am a movie star. Look at me. Also, another thing. I did. Have to do a new Merc mission. I think you just have to do the Merc Assault for the first time to get them. I don't know the whole things because nobody on Twitter has said anything about how to acquire said outfits. They're all just like being like, oh, this is so cool. Look at Pyra, look at Mythra. Or just straight gooning over them. So it's like no one said anything online. I think my husband told me, wait, what? Wow, okay. So, also one thing, I was going to tell you this, Blue, because it's kind of relevant, because you had this exact issue the other day on your stream, that, field skill checks are just done. You do not have to have the right blades in your party to do the field skill checks. It just checks for the blades that you have awakened, and boom, you do not have to have them in your party anymore. And that is so freaking convenient. Because I read that yesterday in like a, hey, here's a list of like possible changes or whatever. And I read it and I'm like, this sounds too good to be true. And then I saw somebody post a clip of it actually happening. And it's like, yo, this is insane. This is such a quality of life change. Yes, the end of the month, which is Friday. I mean, yes, the end of the month is Friday. July has 31 days. Yes, I am so serious. And I did see that there were a handful of VA changes, some for good reasons and some for I don't know reasons. The VA for Dromark with the new Blade Momo, they recorded new voice lines for her quest. They had a new VA for Dromark, which the original VA passed away last year, or passed away at some point. So that's reasonable. And I heard a very small clip of the new voice line from Dromark, and it sounds really good. However, one thing that makes me so sad, but again, I've only heard like a 3-second clip of a voice line, so I can't judge for sure. They got a new VA for Zeke. For English, the English, you know, voice acting. I'll take this one. And, no one really knows the reason why they couldn't get the original VA for Zeke to return. I've seen a whole slew of different reasons that people have come up with and theorized and everything, ranging from he probably just wasn't available to he's a piece of shit. So who knows? And the tiny like 3-second clip that I saw, it didn't sound too bad, but it just wasn't Zeke. Maybe if I heard more, it'd be okay and decent. But also, yeah, it's whatever. And there's a new voice for an announcer and a new character, and funny enough, it is the same voice actor as Minoko in Clair Obscur. So we have Minoko in Xenoblade 2, which is really freaking cool. I love Minoko. So, what happened to Zeke? I wish I could tell you.
Go!
I wish I could tell you. Cow. House. shot it. Dang it! Oh shit! Wrong one. One more. Dang it! Too soon. Damn it! I'm so bad at this now. Oh, I was on it! I was on the page. I'm gonna lose this. No! Damn it! I overshot it again. There we go. We did it. We salvaged it.
Oh yes, I'm a winner.
Yes, he is in Xenoblade. He also voices the Mask Keeper. Ooh. Very unhinged. Love that guy. He sounds like a great dude. But yeah, I seen 3 new VAs. I think everyone else returned. With Dromark, his previous voice actor died. Zeke because of who knows why, and then an announcer, and then there's a new character that he also voices. So yeah. So yeah, that's let's see, is there any other like little changes other than like, oh, the 60 frames a second and everything? The game seems to run beautifully. And the new Pyra Mythra outfits. Momo. I believe you acquire Momo from like a spot in Tora's house. So she's not a gacha blade. Thank God. She is not a gacha blade. So, unlike Cosmos and Telos. Funny enough, if you have a completed file, Telos is like the most common, and then Cosmos is like the most rare. I've also seen people be like, oh my god, they upped the blade odds! Because, oh, someone pulled Cosmos stupid early after getting the Switch 2 version. I'm like, no, I think it was just insanely lucky. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, down there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I can't even get there anyway. Let's sweet tea. Ooh, hammer bro. This 10 coins. Keyboard. I'm gonna stop. Yeah, you want done and done. Done and done. New voice lines just from Moe's Quest? Yes. I believe they are just for the additional content added. So, that's what I believe. It's not like they didn't redub the whole game. I'm pretty sure they didn't do that. It's just for the new content. Kind of like Xenoblade X. With the definitive edition and like the port and everything. Or not the port, the, redoing. They just kind of took all the voice lines from the old game, but all the new additional content, they, had the new voice actors. So, yes. From my understanding, all the new VAs are just, new additional content. Go! Guys, what was happening? Whee! Finish! We're good. So, yeah. I probably won't get to, like, see anything with my own eyes, because I know my husband's really wanted to check out the new Xenoblade content, because he's a big Xenoblade guy. Like, I am also big in Xenoblade, but also we could experience it together. So I am like waiting to actually see it with my own eyes until he gets home. So it's not that like we need to see it for the first time or what. Oops, shit. Yeah, it's like, oh, we're not gonna see it for the first time you know, like I'll still like watch content and see stuff on Twitter just to be in the know, kind of. So. Yeah, so it's like, I'll be in the know about like some things. Like, it's one thing to like see it online and then to experience it yourself, you know, it's two different things. I need to be on the nose for a second, so give me 1 minute. Sorry, my nose got a little runny for a second. It was running away from me. So, yeah, that's kind of current events type thing is switch to Xenoblade 2. And my stance still stands about Xenoblade 2 fans in particular from what was it, Tuesday that I ranted about it? About how like I see more like wild Gooner fans in Xenoblade 2 fandom spaces than I do in like the other two Xenoblades. And so, and I still see that. I still remember the man, why'd you have to do that, Mario? Because like I remember a particular tweet about someone crying over the Mithra art for the new outfit. They were like complaining like, oh, her boobs got nerfed or something or whatever, and it's like, no, they're just covered up. and it's like, I'll develop my opinion after seeing like the actual in-game model of it, and honestly, the in-game model looks real good, and her boobs are still big. It's like, people with big boobs can exist. Like, also, just because you have big boobs doesn't mean you have to show them off. It's kind of a curse. Sure. Pay attention. Well, the middle's Bowser. Fuck! I thought I was advancing text boxes! I thought I was advancing a text box. I didn't think it was, Oh, it's fine. I knew the middle was Bowser. I literally said it earlier. Thought I was advancing a text box. Ugh. So excited. Wow, I wonder why. But also, yeah, agree. $100. 100%, but also $100, I guess. I feel like it's just a splash art that made them smaller and they aren't redoing the model. Yeah, I think that's exactly it. Because, like, the art style, because Bro's art style has changed a lot. So, of course it's gonna look a little bit different. Because, like, if I take an art, like a drawing that I did, like, 2 years ago, and redo it now, of course it's going to look different. I can't do a one-for-one of something I did 2 years ago. And hell, Xenoblade 2 was back in 2017? That was 9 years ago, so of course the art style is going to change. So, but yeah, honestly, the in-game models look really, really good on the new outfits. So, God, I think the splash art looks wonderful. She's so pretty. Yeah, they are pretty. Let's go, Waluigi. Let's do it.
Go!
Ah, of course that happened. I was like, most of the buttons are on the right hand. I'll be fine. As I move a piece of hair that was sitting on my eyebrow and it was tickling me. Of course it brings up the L button. Fuck! Of course it brings up the L button. Use my other hand. How dare the game make me use my other hand. I fumbled one. What? I hit R, broskies. I'm fine. I still won anyway. I still won. So. But yeah, yeah, it's like, just seeing all over Twitter, I think a lot of people know more about Xenoblade 2, probably because it was, you know, on the Switch, more accessible and everything. But then also, it leaned very much into, like, the anime style, kind of lighthearted antics, which I loved, you know. I kind of loved how out there in the cartoony nature, I guess you can say, of it was. I'm sure a lot of people were not a fan of it. And I think they found like the happy medium with 3. But I think there are a lot of fans of 2. And also when you have hot anime girls, and a whole bunch of them, you're gonna have a really good chunk of fans that are gooners. And it sucks. It sucks because I just want to exist in this fandom space and not have to worry about people being like, oh my god, Pyra's so hot. Oh my god, Mythra is so sexy. It's like, dude. There's more to their characters than just their appearance. You know? Like, personally for me, I honestly think Pyra gets misunderstood a lot. And it's like, Pyra's not my favorite. Like, if you were to ask me Pyra or Mythra, I would probably choose Mythra. But just because I choose Mythra doesn't mean I hate Pyra. It's not like these, Twitter debates of like, oh, I like waffles, so you hate pancakes. No. Who said anything about hating pancakes? I just said I liked waffles. Yeah, it's like, oh, I like Mythra. Oh, so you must hate Pyra then. It's like, no, I don't. Finish. No, I do not. Anyway, I do think Pyra's character gets a little bit misunderstood because there's, I think, when I played through the game the first time, I had already had knowledge of the entire plot of 2. I had seen it played 3 times, twice by my husband, once by Chucka Conroy. So I already had knowledge, so I kind of was privy to, like, picking up details. I was already privy to picking up details of, like, foreshadowing bits, like, oh, that makes sense because this happens later, because I am always so tuned to figure out what's going on, because I think 2 has the weakest story out of all 3 of them. Again, that's personal opinion. So I'm, like, trying to pay more attention to, like, all these little bits to try and get a cohesive story working together in my brain. And, there is a line that Pyra says when you first meet her that doesn't make any sense until you've at least played up to Chapter 7, or at least up to the end of Chapter 7. And it hits so hard because I know Blue has had this criticism about Pyra before, about, like, she's too waifu. And I think a lot of people just categorize her as that. And I'm not saying, you know, it's, you know, I'm not, you know, I'm just trying to get my thoughts out. I do feel like a lot of people just straight up be like, oh, Pyra's so waifu, and thirst over her because she is waifu. There we go, that's what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to jump here. There we go. Like, there is more to her than just being waifu. She was... I may lean into some Xenoblade 2 spoilers, so I am so sorry if I spoil it. I'm gonna do my best to try and keep spoilers to a minimum. Pyra? Sorry, man, my mucus is all over the place. Pyra was carefully curated. She is as Mythra says when you awaken her powers in Chapter 3 of the main game, that she is another self I constructed. And you learn that she is quite literally the opposite of Mithra. Mithra is very brash and tells it like it is. And just, she's very brash, gung-ho, you know, throws hands immediately type, a really bad cook. Pyra is the opposite. She's very, you know, tender-hearted, kind-spoken, soft-spoken. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Very soft-spoken, very kind, you know, is a great cook. Very sweet. But, like, she also has, like, this sassy side to her. And both of them have this sassy side. But Pyra was carefully curated to be the exact opposite of Mithra for a good reason, because Mithra was traumatized at one point. Play Torna. She was traumatized at one point, and so carefully curated, you know, Pyra to be this perfect self. And people just take this perfect self, you know, the perfect, quote-unquote, Pyra, and just twist it in such a way where all she is waifu. And it's like, there's more to her than that. There is more to her than that. She does get a little selfish. She does kind of keep to herself. She does kind of act rash. So it's like, there's way more depth to Pyra than other people see, and it sucks when people just blatantly categorize her as waifu. Yeah, because there's this one particular line when you first meet Pyra. I won't tell you what it is, because again, you have to play at least up to the end of chapter 7 to understand the depth of this line. There's a line that she says when you first meet her when Rex gets killed and, you know, meets Pyra at this Elysium in her mind. And there's a particular line she says. And when you understand the hidden meaning, it's like, oh shit. So it's like a shit gets real type thing, even from the beginning. And it's something that you wouldn't catch on a first playthrough. But something like that does give her more depth. So, anyway, hello, Lore. Hello, welcome in. Hope you have a good day. And hello, Antonio. Hello, welcome in. Hope you have a good day. Let me catch up with chat. Okay, yeah, dude, yeah, something that frustrates me is that Pyra gets misunderstood, but it's because of her character design. You can write a character who has those wife-like tropes, quiet, sweet, loves cooking, caring, etc., without her being 2D, but when you pair that with egregiously sexualized design, it forces her into the wife bait role. It's not Pyra's fault that she's waifu. Absolutely not. It is absolutely not her fault. I don't blame Pyra for how she's interpreted. If she has a design that fit her personality more, it wouldn't come off that way. It's the design of how the Gooner fans handle her character that forces her into that role. I think that Mithra formed Pyra to be more like Laura, because Laura would never hurt anyone. Here's how I interpret it. Well, there's probably a lot of basis into that. And Laura is a very great character. My personal interpretation of how Mithra formed Pyra is like the exact opposite of Mithra. All throughout Torna, Mithra is such a bitch. And a lot of people will tell her, without saying these words exactly, but the meaning still stands, that you are a bitch. Mithra is a bitch in Torna. I will tell it to you straight. And her getting such a negative perception, and she just like, I don't care. But then it gets to a point where it's like, being that way hurts the people you love. And so when that traumatic event happens, the switch is flipped. She creates Pyra as a trauma response, and every characteristic that people negatively commented on got turned to the opposite. So maybe it's like, okay, I'll be more liked now. That's kind of how I interpreted it. in terms of how Mithra created Pyra. And probably more like a subconscious, you know, type switch being flipped. Twitch keeps freezing stream on my phone and won't let me watch. That's so sad! That is so sad. I love seeing Laura's influence on Mithra and Pyra's personality. I absolutely see the potential of her character. I love to cook. I love taking care of people, helping my friends. I love being a wife, but if I was walking around with balloon boobs and my ass hanging out, it comes off as a pick-me. Here's a real question though. Cooking isn't a personality trait, it's a skill. So Mithra can't cook. How did she make Pyra able to cook? Does this imply that Mithra could always cook, or does it imply a true form of Pyra being shit at cooking? That is a good question. Yeah, cooking is a skill that like anyone can learn. Patience. Cooking teaches patience. Oh shit. Patience is kind of a thing you can learn. And it's something I try to teach my kids all the time is patience. Mithra came off very much as impatient. And if you're coming off as like super impatient, all your cooking's gonna turn out like shit because you're trying to rush the process. Pyra probably has way more patience than Mithra does. That's like the 2-second explanation I can come up with on that front. Because like, yeah, I really do think anybody can cook. But it takes a lot of patience to really know.
Go!
And also patience to learn, too.
Finish!
So, because like anyone can look up a recipe and follow the recipe to a T, you know? Like that's just reading comprehension. But like it takes a special subset of skills to really kind of know what you're doing and being okay with failure. I feel like Mithra was always way too prideful of her bad cooking and didn't want to admit that she was wrong. Because like it's okay to fail. A lot of people learned how to cook through trial and error. That's a lot of it. And also the patience to like sit back and, you know, learn about your skills. So it's like, I don't consider myself a cook. I can cook. I am not a cook. I would consider my dad more of a cook because he actually learned how to do a lot of stuff that I don't think I could do. Or does it simply imply that blondes can't cook generally, but redheads can? Now we're the opposite of that, because I know I'm sure you can cook. I'm not much of a cook. And it's always this blondes versus redhead debate. It's just a hair color. It's just a hair color. That also could be part of why Pyra gets a lot of that gooner bait as well. Because she's a redhead. Well, her hair's not like purely red. It's very dark pink. It's very dark pink. Like the pink red-ish color. But still, people are like, oh, it's slightly red, she's a redhead. And people are stupid about redheads, honestly. These are real questions. There was a whole movie with redheads that showed anyone can cook. I know, it's crazy. Did I say hello, Del Toro? If I did, you're gonna get another one. Hello, Del Toro. Hello, welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. How did she learn if she was asleep? That is honestly a really good answer for a silly question. Yes, I'm really good at coming up with answers to questions that really don't matter in the grand scheme of life. This is what I think about all the time. And there is our question today, say something positive. I guess my positive thing is, I guess I'm good at coming up with answers to really silly questions. Because, like, I think way too much about things that do not matter in life. Ooh, how in the hell did I avoid that? If this minigame takes forever when you're the 1, but when you're the 3, it goes by so fast.
Finish!
Oh yeah, I'm a winner.
So, but yeah, I'm always pouring way too much thought and effort into things that just do not matter in the grand scheme of life. Like, several years ago when I was, still had a bunch of friends, IRL, that I haven't talked to in, like, a long time, I would create, like, this K-pop group in my mind with all my friends, and I would assign them, like, roles and everything, too, and I created art pieces of us as a K-pop group, and, like, model our outfits after existing K-pop groups. And it's like, I would do that. I would pour so much energy into stuff like that, just for them to just not care about it. They'd be like, oh, that's a cool drawing. And that's it. That's all it gets. Like, oh, that's cool. Like, no, like, hey, like, what could we do as a group? It's like, yeah, that sounds awesome. We should form a group. Or none of that. It's just like, I poured a lot of effort into a drawing that I basically made everyone stray kids. And nobody cared about it. And it made me so sad because I poured in so much effort. I made 2 versions of it, kind of. One with, like, our normal hair colors and another with, like, K-pop hair colors, and I thought it looked really cool. And again, no one cared about it, and it just made me really sad. So I haven't really done much like that since, because it just hurt too bad. It just hurt too much. So if there's anyone that can come up with, like, something really crazy over something so silly, it's me. I gotta take a chance. Alright, I'll take it. What's the... That's a Wario space, though. I don't want the Wario space. Okay. Done and done, honestly. So... yeah. And, like, I've made my friends into a K-pop group in art form, like, 3 different times. And each time, they didn't care. So, yeah. And it's like lots of different times I have like ideas on like, oh hey, I can do something with this. And then I stop myself because I don't want to be disappointed. That's why I don't do a lot of stuff that I did in the past that made me happy, because it just ends in disappointment. I didn't want to subject you guys to my depression, but that's okay. But I feel like a lot of people can probably relate when you pour in so much effort into something. Especially when you have other people in mind. And you present the project that has a lot of effort, whether it's a gift, just a silly little project that you're like, hey, I had you in mind when I made this. You know, when you have it in mind, and you present it to them, and they're just like, oh, this is cool, and with, like, no other reaction whatsoever, it feels kind of disappointing, because it's like, I would feel so touched if someone, like, did something really cool, and they had me in mind. You know, like, I'm still really touched that JT still has the Tiny Tessa on his stream. Like, it's stuff like that that I'm like, I love that so much. Like, you have no idea how much I love that. It's just a silly little thing. Like, Xochi drew it. It's on JT's stream. It's such a silly little thing that I just love so much. So it's like, it kind of sucks when you don't get that reciprocation that you would give when it comes to, like, something like that. You know? I didn't expect this to be kind of an open heart-to-heart, but hey, here we are. That's why I'm always so appreciative of any gift I get, even if it's not a gift I like. Because there's been plenty of times where I have been given gifts that have nothing to do with me, but I still smile, I still say thank you, because they still got me a gift. And it's like, I don't want to complain because I don't want to sound, like, ungrateful. You know, like, I don't want to sound like that. Cause, like, this is something that my mother-in-law does, and this is, like, you know, I mean no harm by it. It's just, people give gifts differently, and I appreciate her always going out of her way for stuff like this. Like, she is the kind of person that's like, you tell her what you want, you tell her something that you need, she will get that thing for you. And to me, I'm always so sneaky with stuff. I try to be observant and like, oh hey, I think they are out of this, or they don't have this anymore, or theirs broke. I won't say anything about it. I will just get it as a gift for them and then give it to them without saying anything. So it's just two different types of gift giving. So, yeah, and like sometimes, like it has bugged me sometimes, but other times it's like, man, we really need something. And it's like, mother-in-law asks like, hey, what do you want or need for your birthday? What do you want for Christmas? And like, say something. Like, I needed a new pair of tennis shoes because I kind of wrecked the ones I had from the parent versus kids game at Allie's practice the other day. So it's like, I need new tennis shoes. And we were looking through tennis shoes together and she ordered them. And I got them last week, I think. So, and it's like, I appreciate the gift. And they were the ones that I wanted. I probably should have gotten the wide foot ones, honestly, because my feet are wide. Oh, I looked at that and I'm like, when did I put that there? Nope, that's an upside down now. That is probably a flump. Well, we'll figure it out later. So yeah, it's just like different people give gifts differently and different people receive gifts differently. And also, people are attuned with other people, or, you know, it's one of those, when you give a lackluster response to a gift being given, sometimes it can translate as you don't care about this person. Because that's how I felt with like those drawings I did of my friends. Some of them were just not really appreciative of my effort for a silly little project that means nothing in the grand scheme of life. Like, I literally went out of my way to involve them in something. Like, I went out of my way. Oops. So, and then I, you know, hardly get anything in return, or hardly get any, you know, like any kind of like reaction, any gratitude. There we go, that's the word I'm looking for. So without doing so much for someone else and not really getting much gratitude, it really comes off as like they don't like you. It's like, oh shoot, they must not like me very much. Especially when you see the same people give plenty of other people gratitude. And it just really comes off as pretentious in that way. Because like, what do you mean? I do a whole lot of stuff for you, and I hardly get any thanks. And it's like, I don't beg for any gratitude. I don't beg for it because that's also kind of pretentious too. Like, I don't want to be like complaining and complaining and complaining like, oh, nobody cares about me, because that's just gonna turn more people away. But like, it's these same people that turn to other people and are so thankful for the other people, and it's like, you're gonna turn away someone who has put in so much effort to help you or to make things for you, for someone who barely gives a shit about you. So, anywho, let's not make things any more depressing than they are. Moral of the story is, I'd say, be very appreciative and thankful for what you have and effort friends put in for you. I think that's the moral of the story there. Ah, it's a warp pipe. Ah, that's fine. I thought it was gonna be a thwomp. Take my money. What are you? Everyone has a star but me. And that continues. I do not have a star. Hold on, I can do this. They're all the way over there. Let's go this way. Go around the baseball diamond! So, what other positive things can we say? I'm just sitting here vibing, I guess. And, you know what? Yesterday was, a wild ride, and I anticipated it being a wild ride, because I was essentially, quote-unquote, left unsupervised. I won this game. I usually am really good at winning this game. What? Is my depth perception going bad?
Finish.
Like, what? I swear, I grabbed several treble clefs and it never registered on my thing. I swear. I don't know if I usually win that game. I don't understand. Or am I just getting squished so many times? I don't know, man. I don't know. Just appreciate it. Aw, thank you. Thank you. Picture. The West, isn't it? We're in the old West. I'm a cowboy. I wanna be a cowboy, babe. Bowser! I stumbled into the shot. Oh no, whatever will we do? I got enough money for it. I got enough money for Bowser. Thank you, Bowser. This is a wonderful picture. I know you stumbled into the shot, but honestly, you made it better. So I will gladly pay the money for Bowser. See, that's what happens. You gotta appreciate your friends. And Bowser is a friend, yes. Hello, DA. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. Mario, what are you doing? There he goes. He had oh, he jumped on that last one a little too soon. So, yesterday. Yeah, yesterday's stream was a wild one. We went about 6.5 hours. I was stuck on a really hard boss fight for... Was I on it for an hour? I was on it for a long time. Because I stopped stream at 7:30. And after ending stream, I immediately grabbed something to eat. It was really hot in my living room. Our thermostat read 86 degrees. It was really hot. And I immediately turned the air on, and I got myself a bowl of cereal. Which I was not in the mood for hot food. I did not want to turn my oven on after it being so hot. Oh, fuck. I forgot how to do that one. Yeah, I got myself a bowl of cereal, ate that, and right after eating, I still had Xochi's stream up. And at one point she raided out, and the raid didn't take me with her. So I'm like, it's fine. So I got to work on looking up stuff for that fight, and just kind of things in particular about a particular status effect. That was what I was most curious about. And in particular, that particular fight with that status effect. And I read there's a few skills that gets rid of this status effect. And a couple of them I had and have been using to get rid of it. And there was another one that I had looked up, and I'm like, and doing more research on this particular skill, it's like, yo, this is actually really good. And did some more looking up, and lo and behold, I had this skill. I had unlocked it to get to something else, I think. And I was looking at all of my Pictos, all of the ones that I had, because I did not want to go out and find more Pictos. I didn't want to do that. Another thing I did was I went back to the continent, camped, upgraded some weapons, added more Luminas, and went back and I grinded on 2 sets of enemies. That's it. Because there were 2 enemies in close succession together, kind of next to a flag, and that's how I would grind and get the Lumina points for the Pictos, so that way other characters can use them, because that's pretty much how the Luminas work, is you can attach them to Pictos that you have leveled up. And I think that's kind of the whole idea of it, is you should be constantly like shifting Pictos. From my understanding, you should be constantly shifting Pictos, so that way when you level one up and you have the Lumina points, you can just put that effect on and replace it with a different Picto. So you still have that same effect from before, but then now you have a new one that you get to add. So, but also the more powerful the Picto, the higher the Lumina points. So you can't just be like, oh, here's like the really powerful Picto that I got from the one boss fight that gives me a free revive. That one's a really high Lumina cost. Like, you can't just get that one for nothing and have everyone have that. No, that it doesn't work that way. It's the balancing aspect. But yeah, I spent a lot of time post-stream working on getting Pictos leveled up, just kind of getting general levels up, leveling up stats. So I feel a little bit more prepared, but I have no idea how everything's gonna go. I don't know what's going on. I guess we'll find out tomorrow when we get to more Flare Obscure. But yeah, I spent so much time. Stream ended at 7:30. I didn't stop playing till 10:10 p.m. Yeah, 10 hours, 10 minutes. I'm a mess, 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 mess. I'm a mess in distress, but we're still the best. Dressed here, let's say yes. We don't dress to impress. Yeah, 10 o'clock, 10 minutes. 10 minutes after 10 p.m. I didn't stop playing until then. Like, I shut stuff off at 10:10 p.m. And I think I had a baby cake shortly after that because I feel like I deserved one after all my hard work. So I played Clair Obscur from 1 p.m. to 10:10 p.m. yesterday. Like, the game was running all that time. Is there anyone in front of me worth a damn? Mario might be. Last for a couple turns, so sure, why not? Anybody to Ohio? Ooh, nice. That's a ways away. A lot of people love to shit on Ohio. I'm sure it ain't that bad. Yes. I want this one, please. Doing great. So, what is here? Yay! My first star! So much Tessa, I know. I played so much Clair Obscur yesterday. And, so the enemies that I grinded on, I feel like, I don't know. I don't know if these are like grindable enemies, quote unquote, but I did it anyway. You know those two enemies that are like right before that flag, before that one fight before the Paintress? I think the Paintress is fine to say. I mean, that's the whole goal of the game, really. There's two enemies named Clair and Obscur. And, that's essentially what I was grinding on that whole time. Because I went back to that fight, and then there's other enemies in an offshoot. I would fight Clair Obscur. Clair and Obscur. I think there's an enemy called Clair Obscur later in the game. I'm not sure. But I was fighting Clair and Obscur. Then I fought these other two enemies that I don't remember, that I don't know the names of. And went back to the camp, rested, and rinse and repeat. I did that till I got my Pictos leveled up. And got the right levels. And I felt so weird because I traded out my normal 2 that I usually have in my party to start with. I traded out Lune and Ciela because those are like my go-tos. And it was so weird fighting without them. It was so weird. It was so strange. My best description of Ohio is like the most generic Midwest to ever Midwest. Like, it's just there. That's what everyone says. Everyone shits on Ohio about being Midwest. And hello, Yummy Luigi. Hello. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. No, do not call me that. That's weird. I'm gonna tell you that straight right now. That is weird. Yeah, the whole thing is like, oh, Ohio is like the redheaded stepchild of the Midwest. I've never been to Ohio, so I wouldn't know. I do know Ohio has Cleveland. That's all I know. Back from Mads, how's pasta? Pasta is good. Pasta is good. I double made sure it was good because I was sitting real close to my TV last night, doing some extra grinding and leveling up and everything in Clair Obscur last night. So I had like nothing to rest my back on. And I double made sure because my neck was hurting, man. It was a wild time. But yeah, and I know there's people that say like, oh, Kansas isn't the Midwest. I consider Kansas Midwest. We have enough Midwestisms here. Kansas is also kind of a weird mix of Midwest and the South because we have both ope and y'all. Because I hear y'all a lot. But also like, ope, let me squeeze by ya, and we have that like Midwest niceness. No, let's cover that up. Wait, I want no Wario here. No Warios allowed. I got another one. Nice. Wario is always last in Mario Party. Every time I look, he's in last place. He wasn't in last place like a couple turns ago. Because I was in last place for a bit. I mean, it's always funny when Mario loses Mario Party. It's always funny. I want to say when I played Mario Party 1 for the first time on stream, Mario lost every single board. Metagamed it. Wanted to play Monty's Revenge, and everyone else voted another way, so I rigged the vote. It was me. I did it.
Oh!
It was me!
Go!
Don't mind me. Just chilling. Oh. Come here. Hello!
Finish!
We did it! By a lot.
Oh yeah, I'm a winner.
By a lot. I've got money. I wish I had this money in real life. I want $104. I want $104. I spent 10 bucks at the grocery store earlier this morning, and I'm like, damn, that's 10 bucks gone. All I got was a bag of cheese and a small tub of butter. That's all I got at the grocery store. That was like damn near 10 bucks. It was like $8 for both of them. And hey, I get the Kraft shredded cheese. That's the triple cheddar, because it's like the best cheese. And I use that shredded cheese for mac and cheese a lot. And my husband also uses it for his stuffed baked potato. So. Bum, bum, bum. So yeah, that'd be really great if I had $104. Yeah, I'll take your money, sucker. Can you dig it, sucker? Like, I will still reference wrestling things. It's just the current landscape of WWE right now. It's just not a fun one. There's so many things wrong with a lot of things. And we watched season 3 of Unreal. And my takeaway is that, man, they're stupid. And like documentaries and like docuseries or whatever. Okay, when I was a kid, I always thought they were just true stuff. Too much money. Too rich for my blood. I always thought documentaries were like truthful, right? But then as I got older, I realized, no, not necessarily. Documentaries are just essentially video essays and how people want something to be perceived. Hey, I'm a ball player. I'm a ball player. You're a natural. I knew it. Here's your signing bonus. Take it, take it. Thanks. $10 for my signing bonus. What a cheapskate. What a cheapskate. Oh, shit. No! My 143! No! Wario ruined my 143!
Oh well.
I posted a TikTok earlier this week about Mario ruining my 143, and now Wario ruins it. history repeats itself. It does! It does! Man, I was afraid of that too. Damn it. Once I saw it was his space, I'm like, oh no.
Go!
Man, I am so upset now. That was so much money! That was so much money. I don't know if Wario will get instant karma'd like Mario did, but... Waluigi, what are you doing? Hey, Waluigi, can you actually work with me here, please? No. Man, the computer really just does not want to work with you. Oh man, I'm so upset he's spaghetti by that. But going back to what I was saying about documentaries and all that. A documentary is essentially just like a video report of like just whatever you want the subject matter to be, and the person creating it is in control of what narrative they spin. Like, I can come up with a documentary on how Sony isn't actually phasing out physical discs, and I can make it sound so factually true, but then we all know it's not. I wanted to think about something silly, but I couldn't think of anything silly. Oh, it's like, oh, I can come up with a documentary on how dinosaurs are still actually around. They still exist. They're not actually extinct. And you can make it sound so convincing that people will believe you because it's in the documentary format. But no, really, a documentary is just a storytelling medium. You know, you're telling a story the way you want it to. Like, documentaries aren't necessarily 100% true, and they really only show you what they want to show you. Like in, WWE Unreal, they showed nothing on Brock retiring at WrestleMania. They didn't show anything on him taking off his boots, and which shows that was unplanned, and they don't want you to know that. So yeah, my takeaway from season 3. I'll take that back, thank you very much. I'll take that back, thank you very much. Not quite back up to 143, but I'll take it. I'll take it. There's the instant karma. There's the karma. And my takeaway from WWE Unreal Season 3 is that they're all idiots. And they think we're idiots still. Which is a big reason why I don't want to watch WWE anymore. There are a handful of matches on the SummerSlam card that are worth like the $30 we'd be paying to ESPN. Man. But, and we will watch SummerSlam, I'm pretty sure, this coming weekend. Because again, there's a handful of matches that are worth it. But other than that, it's like, I don't really care. What do I got? 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. I saw a documentary on how dragons would function in nature scientifically. They formatted it as like nature footage until the very, very end. That's crazy! And kind of neat at the same time. Oh, I missed one. Dang it. Missed a few. That's okay. 13. Not too bad. Oh. We have... This is worth it, I think. But yeah, the biggest thing, is the winner of the Men's Royal Rumble at the beginning of the year. I'm gonna be real. I completely forgot that Roman Reigns even won the Rumble this year. I completely forgot that he was even champion. I was like half-ass aware that him and Seth were having a match at SummerSlam. Because I literally don't care. I literally do not care about Roman Reigns right now. And it's like his run from 2020 to like, you know, 24 when Cody finished the story was an insane run. And the whole blood. Oh, no, 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 oh, no, 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 Waluigi! Come on, come on, come on. No.
Finish.
Waluigi, you fumbled it so hardcore. I blame you. You're the one that pushed it all the way over there and I couldn't do anything to compensate for it. Anyway, yeah, I completely even forgot Roman was, you know, champion at all, or even won the Rumble earlier this year. I completely forgot. Because, again, I don't care. They haven't given me a reason to care. Like, Roman's run, again, from 2020 to 2024 to WrestleMania 40 was insane. You know, it was really good run for him. I got really tired of him at some points, but it's like his matches were always really solid. The Tribal Chief character was really, really good. And then adding Sammy to the mix really spiced it up. So, and they're really trying to reheat those nachos. And they're trying to reheat the Bloodline nachos when everyone wants burritos. Nobody wants nachos right now. Everyone wants burritos, and they're still trying to feed us nachos. That's like the best analogy I've got. And when someone tells you, you want this plate of reheated nachos, you want this. And we, the audience, are like, no, we don't want nachos. We actually want burritos. We want burritos. It's like, yeah, it's like the same, you know, people involved, but we want it formatted differently. And it really sucks when people try to tell you, you want this. And it's like, no, I don't. I really do not want this. And they're like, no, you do want this. I'll double check what turn we're on coming up and there. Anywho, yeah, it really sucks because like WWE, head of creative, the creative team, they're like, you want this. And we're like, no, we don't. We don't want this. And with the Royal Rumble, the original plan from what they had said was Braun Breaker was going to win the Rumble. They should have kept it. And the reason they pulled back on it was because they didn't want fans to feel like they were shoving Braun down our throats. Which is honestly so rich coming from them, because they're literally trying to shove the Bloodline down our throats right now, and we're tired of it. Oh, there's one left? Okay, cool, let's use it. So, also, Braun was hot. We all wanted Braun Breaker. if they actually would have paid attention to like the reception and what the people want. And a lot of wrestling fans now, it's a good mix of in-person and online. Like, yeah, IWC incels are annoying as fuck. Don't listen to those, but there are still a lot of really good people, good wrestling fans that have half a brain cell that actually want the product to do well and are trying to critique it, and they don't listen because it's all internet speak. And it's like, that's not cool. You're still silencing a good portion of your audience. The people wanted Braun Breaker. It was something new. It was something fresh. And here's the kicker. The reason why Braun Breaker got injured leading into WrestleMania was because of the angle that he was in, because he got taken out of the Rumble by a masked man. And the next Monday, he was on a tirade, flipping chairs, flipping tables, being so aggressive with everything and yelling, and he freaking got a hernia. He got a hernia from all of that. That was when he got a hernia. So imagine if Braun Breaker won the Rumble. He wouldn't have been mad. At least his character wouldn't have been mad the following Monday. He would have been ecstatic, celebrating, ready to go, and probably not have injured himself. But no. And we probably would have gotten a really cool match between Braun Breaker and CM Punk. Honestly, they really could have built a story out of it, because CM Punk can make a story out of anything. But no. They didn't want Braun shoved down our throats. They instead shoved Roman Reigns down our throats for the upteenth time. It's like, yes, his character worked in that 4-year span from 2020 to 2024. But even during that run, people were tired of him. He was shoved down our throats from the beginning. Big dog. So, what made them think Roman Reigns was the pivot? What made them think that? And the build-up with Roman and Punk, it started off hot, but then it cooled off real quick because CM Punk brought up his dead dad. And I mean, it's one of those I understand, because it was a whole debacle last year? Yes, last year. Because Charlotte won last year. Yeah, it was a whole thing. And it's like, you know, wrestling promos, you know, they're up for grabs in a ways, but I'm sure the wrestlers themselves are like, this is off limits, this is off limits. You can toe the line, but don't cross it. And I really thought Punk was towing the line, but apparently he crossed it, because that feud cooled down a lot since then. So, yeah, and I wasn't really super interested. And plus, WrestleMania sucked. WrestleMania sucked so bad this year. It was so bad. Excuse me. Like, night 1 was astronomically bad. Night 2 was a little bit better, but overall, it was really bad. Where's the other one? Oh, they're all just down there. Okay, so we'll go this way. So, yeah. And honestly, we hadn't really watched any wrestling. And what really broke my heart is, again, corporate greed is what ruined wrestling. Not wrestling in whole, WWE in general. Corporate greed, because they went to these talents who have been there forever, the incentive for them to stay is, you know, high paycheck.
Go!
That's like anyone's incentive to stay at, you know, a job where they're at is, you know, they get paid well. Yeah, if you get paid well, you know, you're more likely to stay. And a lot of these talent were reported that they were offered pay cuts. They were offered pay cuts, and it sounds like a pretty significant pay cut too. The New Day were allegedly offered pay cuts. It sounds like Sheamus could have been offered a pay cut. A lot of these other stars could have been offered pay cuts, and they refused to take it. Which honestly, you know, go Queen, pop off, know your worth. Do whatever you think is right for yourself. There's also reports of other stars taking the pay cut. And again, if that's what you feel is best for yourself, more power to you. You know, it's your own decision to make. So, but there was so many stars that got released right after Mania. Or like right before Mania. And it was, I think it was right after Mania. I don't remember when it was exactly, but it was like right around Mania time, and it was super upsetting. And there were a lot of egregious names that got let go. Most notably being Kairi Sane. And a lot of it was she was the centerpiece of the feud between Asuka and Io. Asuka and Io Sky. Kairi Sane was the centerpiece of that feud. And they released her. Which is absolutely such a brain-dead decision. It's like... I think the comparison I made, just to how egregious this was. This is very topical. Take Xenoblade 2. Xenoblade Chronicles 2. You kind of have Rex versus your three Antags. Or not three Antags, your two Antags. Malos and Jin. Malos is your big bad. Malos is, you know, quintessential villain, looks for destruction. You know, he's the bad. Jin has his own agenda in a way. He's not really under Malos's thumb, but he's teaming with him. He has his own goals, but like he's not all bad. Jin isn't all bad. He's very complex, but just kind of the dynamic of your big bad, you're not so bad, and then you're good guy. That's kind of the dynamic of Asuka, Kairi, and Io, respectively. Io was the babyface, she was the good guy. Asuka was the big bad heel that was like controlling Kairi. And it's one of them like abusive relationship type dynamics of, you know, she was essentially trying to control Kairi and was abusive towards her. And the whole story was Io trying to get through to her friend to, you know, get out of there. Because you don't deserve that bullshit, essentially. So it's not like a one-to-one dynamic, but like think of like, you know, Malos, Jin, and Rex. Jin is such a pivotal part of the story. Jin is so integral to the plot. Imagine if you had, you know, your build up to Xenoblade 2, you're smack dab in the middle, and then imagine right when you get to to chapter 7, right before that pivotal moment, boom, Jin is wiped from existence, and the characters act like he never existed. That would be a really shitty thing to do, wouldn't it?
Go!
That's exactly what they tried to do with Kairi. That is exactly what they tried to do with Kairi. So this is what I mean by WWE thinks we're stupid. You can't just erase a pivotal character in a feud that so many people were invested in. And they just erased her from existence. No write-off, no nothing. She was just released one day, and that's it. And the Kabuki Warriors, Asuka and Kairi, had a hell of a match. One of Kairi's best performances in a long time. And they just up and released her. And it's just really upsetting when you do that. Like, you can't just rip out a pivotal character in a story that was so integral to the plot. You can't just rip them away and pretend like they didn't exist. Everyone would have hated Xenoblade 2 if they did that with Jin. They would have hated it. So imagine how WWE fans felt when that happened with the story between Asuka and Io and Kairi. And it's like, Asuka and Io had a hell of a match at Backlash. Like, one of the 3 match of the year contenders for me personally. And there were references to Kairi, the crowd. And I've seen some people say, the fans were hijacking the show with the "We Want Kairi" chants. I don't think they were hijacking. I think they wanted to let their feelings known. They were telling Io and Asuka, we know Kairi should be here. And they knew. They were smiling. They were fighting off smiles at the "We Want Kairi" chants. They even used Kairi's moves. So it's like, you can't say that Kairi just didn't exist. We knew she should have existed. So those "We Want Kairi" chants were important. And that was the moment to let WWE know, you fucked up. And pretty much right after Backlash, we kind of stopped watching. Never really cared. Didn't really care much for the stories. We get the cliff notes on Twitter. Oops. That's fine. Raw talent but needs work. Here's your signing bonus. Thanks. So, I'm getting a lot of use out of this fireball. Damn! Fireball. I'm on fireball. Where am I landing? I don't know how much I had left. Please don't be. Okay. I was really scared that was gonna be a 1. Thank goodness. And I have a plan. Sign. What do you mean, Waluigi, don't quit your day job? What even was going on? I'm pouring my heart out about wrestling over here. I don't even know what Waluigi was doing. But yeah, that's just kind of like my thoughts and feelings about like WWE and like the whole... Like, I will continue to like reference wrestling because like I still loved it. And I do still love the art of professional wrestling. But it's because I love it that I have to let it go for now. You know, it's like the classic statement, if you love something so much, you have to let it go. It's like, if you love them, you have to let them go. You know? What do you mean he sucks at baseball? He's actually one of the really good characters in Mario Superstar Baseball. So, he's like one of the best pitchers in the game. That's why he pitches and doesn't hit. Anywho, yeah. It's like, yeah, I love wrestling a lot, but it's like, it's not very fun. And it's like, when you lose interest in something, it just kind of slowly dies off. Like, even with, like, NFL, football, you know, we watched a lot of football throughout the years, and now it's just like, you know, it's not very fun anymore. Like, I think we watched a little bit of the Super Bowl. That's really it. And it sucks because, like, I grew up around it. I grew up around NFL because my parents ran a fantasy football league for years, like, long before I was even born. So, oh, he's on it. I can't. Dang it, why'd he have to land there? Damn it. I can do this again. I need to check what time it is. Not what time, what turn we're on. Okay. So, So yeah, like, I grew up around football. I love watching football on TV. I love rooting for my favorite teams. Hell, I'm even wearing my Charger shirt right now. Like, I still love the Chargers. That will never die. But it's like, actually watching the sport makes me so sad sometimes. It makes me so sad sometimes.
Oh yeah, Luigi like it dead.
And it just really sucks when you see something you love so much just kind of die down and not become as fun anymore. It kind of sucks. Like, there's a TikTok I saw earlier today of this gal explaining, like, being a fan of baseball is not just being a fan of, like, the MLB. She explained why she loved the sport of baseball. I'm like, I am 100% with you. Because my favorite sport is baseball and softball. Like, I couldn't tell you much about the MLB and all the top players. I know a handful.
Go!
Like, I know the Dodgers, I know Shohei, I know Mookie Betts, I know Freddie Freeman, you know, I know a lot. And, like, the World Series last year was really fun to watch. Yeah, World Series last year was really fun.
Finish!
So it's like, I still love watching baseball. I know about Bryce Harper, I know, Juan Soto. I know, like, a handful of, like, big names out there. And I love watching, like, clips of the MLB. But, like, what I really love is just the sport of baseball. Like, take away professionals. Take away all the fancy schmancy travel ball nonsense. Give me the raw, unadulterated game of baseball. Give me kids in their backyard having fun. Give me the Sandlot type shit every day of the week. Like, do that. Give that to me all day, every day. Like, I had so much fun watching my oldest play softball this year because she had a really good team, really good coaches. They were so good and they all had fun out there. And it's like, give me that. I had so much fun with those girls, watching those girls. I had so much fun. Because they're just girls having fun. Girls playing the sport, having fun. Like, give me that every day. Just like, hey, gather up some friends and, you know, get your glove, get a bat, just play ball, even just playing catch. Like, that's what I love about it. It's like the stuff that hits you right in the feels. It's all of that. I can't go big. I wanted to cover up that brown space with that, but I can't. So, yeah. Like, give me that. Like, when I say I love baseball and I love softball, I don't say I love the MLB or I love, you know, College World Series or anything. When I say I love baseball, I am telling you, I love baseball. Like the sport itself. I love baseball and softball. And I think that should be more normalized. Because, and a lot of, it's the dude bro behavior of being kind of like a gatekeepy,
Finish.
you know, that kind of gatekeepy attitude. Of like, oh, you're a fan of baseball? Name 3 players. It's the same attitude as like, oh, you're a fan of this obscure rock band? Name 3 songs. And I bet you all that dude bro will tell you is like the 3 most popular songs. It's like, oh, you're a fan of Metallica? Name 3 songs. And I bet you they're the ones I can only really name the most popular ones, like Enter Sandman 1, Nothing Really Matters, or I don't remember what the song is. There's another, like, I know a handful of Metallica. I'm not a fan of Metallica. But again, it's that dude bro mentality. Like, oh, hey, I'll say like, oh, hey, I'm a fan of football. And I may be hit with, okay, you're a fan of football. Name 5 quarterbacks from the 1980s. I'm like, what the fuck does that have to do with me being a fan of football? Like, bruh. But, we're gonna take a break. We're going to get up, stretch, go to the bathroom, grab a snack, do whatever it is you need to do, and we'll be right back. Alrighty, we are back. We're back. Hello. We're back in the big city. Anywho, we're back. I had some fruit snacks, and they were delicious. So yeah, one thing, you know, what was I talking about right before break? I was talking about like how much I love baseball. Yeah, that's right. Sports. I am sports. There's a quote that says I'm sports. And all my quotes are final, except for the ones that incriminate me. Because it is sports. That's right, I am sports. Yeah, it's one of those, like, when I say I love a sport, that means I love the sport itself and not just professional. I think watching professional sports are like cherry on top for me. Like, I can probably turn on a random baseball game and enjoy the sport. Doesn't matter if I'm a fan of whatever team. It doesn't matter. I can just sit back and enjoy a game of baseball without even knowing either team. So, well, thank you. I was gonna, perfect time it seems. Hey, hello, Lord. Lou may have noticed, there was someone that, got banned, and, I was on the phone with my husband during the break, and, as I sat back down to, actually come back, I was still on the phone with him when I mentioned, there's someone on chat that's being really weird, and I'm keeping my eye on them. And then he said, who is it? And I said, the username. And, 2 seconds later, he said, taken care of. And I'm like, okay, I was just gonna, keep an eye out and be like, okay, now you're really being weird, goodbye. But no, he's just like, I ain't taking no bullshit. And I told, wild first message, it really was. And here's the thing, there was no first time chat flag. So like, they'd been here before. They had been here before. So, you can't just come into chat and ask, can I call you Yummy Tessa? Like, that is gross and really weird. I only half-ass let that slide because of their username. Some people kind of go into the roleplay aspect of a username and like lean into it, but sometimes, man, it's really weird. Yeah, sure. It's the final countdown. No, get me out of here. No! Aha! Sucker! No. Ah! Him pushing me killed him. I got a little Dinosaur badge. And something at some point. A Dinosaur! What's a Dinosaur? Oh, that's so cool. A Dinosaur! You got a Dinosaur. It's the final dinosaur. the dinosaur. Oh, we're just getting a little silly. That's okay. A little silliness never hurt nobody. It's when you get a lot of silly. Sometimes a lot of silly is not great, but a little silly, perfectly okay. Multiplayer! Gross. Who wants to play games with friends? I don't like that. Welp. You know, I'm probably gonna lose all my money. And that's okay. Because, the bigger you are, the harder you fall.
Go!
Alright. I know this is like an auto-scroller, but this is one of the easier ones. I say that, I'm gonna die. Actually, fun fact about Mario Party 7. Funstickle Course was the last minigame I had to unlock. To unlock all the minigames. I had yet to unlock Funstickle Course. It's a little less crowded. Ooh! Okay, good. We're good. We're fine. Whoa! I really, tested the waters there. Go! Yay! We did it! I believe in the power of Dinosaurs. The Dinosaurs. I'm just very thankful I kept my money, because look at my money. I have a lot of money. It's not human monies. It's Mario monies. And it's still a lot of monies. Bowser wishes he was a dinosaur. He does wish he was a dinosaur. That's why he's so jealous. That's why he's angry all the time. Because he's not a dinosaur. And he wants to be. But he takes it out of the wrong people. Come on, Bowser. Go to therapy. Seek help. Seek help. Stop it. Get some help. Because the real dinosaurs are the ones that have the dinosaurs in their hearts. You have to embody the spirit of the dinosaurs to really become a dinosaur. It has to come from within. And if you're so jealous of other people and really mean and threatening to take all their money, then you're not a real dinosaur. Sorry, you're just not. I think that is a piranha. I am so afraid of piranhas. Because I mean, I do have a lot of them. Hello! I'm your man. I'm your hero. Hey, we did it! I am a movie star. You're a superstar. That is what you are. Da na 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 na. Hey now, you're an all-star. Go, hey now, now all that glitters is gold. You're a shooting star. This only shooting star. Break the mold. I swear, the person with the flashlight runs ever so faster. Go, 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 don't get- Oh no! Oh, he got it at the last second. That's so rude.
I'm the winner.
That's so rude. Oh, we are really in the silly mood today, aren't we? It's okay. It's okay. Again, like I said, it's okay to get a little silly. I think I explained it once before, but there was a, like about a couple months ago, there was a, or maybe it was last month or something, I don't know. There was a video that my husband and I watched, and it's one of those like little like, oh, let's play a game type thing. So like we watch a lot of like K-pop games, and we were watching a lot of like anime games. And it's like, hey, guess this badly described anime. Or guess the anime by like the real bad description. And the description the description that was given in one of the rounds was high school boy gets a little silly. I can't remember if there was anything after that or not. It was just like high school boy gets a little silly. And the description was for Death Note. It's like, oh, he just got a little silly. I feel like a little silly is an understatement in relation to Death Note, but no, Light just got a little silly, and we've been anytime something catastrophic happens, it's like, oh, they just got a little silly. It's like, oh, someone killed 10 guys. Oh, they just got a little silly. It's just so funny. Silly is such a fun word. And, was it earlier this year? No, it was last year. It was last year because there was a whole comment about like, oh man, I just played Wind Waker when they were bringing Wind Waker to the Switch 2 with the GameCube stuff. I want this one, please. This one would be nice to have. Take the money! Okay, good. I changed my chat color. Oh no! How will I ever know your lore? I will look over and not see purple. Oh no, whatever will I do? Are you gonna keep it that way? Or are you gonna go back to purple? I have to know. Who are you? Okay, good. I'll take the hammer. I was really afraid that was gonna be a bomb. Because if that was a bomb, I would have been in trouble. Who am I? Who are you? Who am I? What are you? Everyone asks, who are you? No one asks, how are you? How are you, lore? I'm gonna ask the questions no one does. But yeah, it was last year I had played through the GameCube version of the Wind Waker because I wanted to play the Wind Waker again, and I had a vote in the Discord, and it was kind of like one of them like secret hidden type things. I'm like, old school or new school?
Go!
Without like giving any like real major context. Oh my god, you guys are so dumb. I realistically could not win that. And the winner of the poll was old school. And so I played the GameCube version of Wind Waker. And I think on the day I was going to start it, I was thinking to myself, you know what? I'm going to name Link Silly. Yeah, haha, roll that 10 and get squished. Lol. But yeah, like the day of, I'm like, I'm going to name Link Silly. I think it would be very fun, and it was one of the most fun I had playing Wind Waker. And Wind Waker is my favorite Zelda. I kind of flip back and forth between Wind Waker and Twilight Princess, but I think Wind Waker just holds that special place in my heart. It was my first Zelda, and I have a lot of fun with it. So, yeah. My parents, I really just wanted gray all along, but that's not an option. Oh no. I mean, that is kind of the closest. It's a very muted green, but that's also the same color as Johnny when he shows up in chat. My parents ask, why am I? Why are you? Why am I? I think Johnny made this clip. There's a clip of going to the door butler whenever you hand over the Cabana deed. Of the butler being like, oh, I'm sorry. Young Master Silly. And it gave me so much life. It's so fun. Have a little whimsy in your life. Everyone needs a little whimsy in their lives. Life is too short to be worrying about whether or not something is done correctly. Just life in general. Have a little whimsy. Name your character Silly. Play Mario Party by yourself like 500 times. Not saying that's how many times I've played Mario Party by myself, but... Ooh. That wasn't a good, I don't think. One of them is Bomb. The other is Star. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, life's too short to worry about being cringe. To be cringe is to be free. It's a lesson you learn as you get older. In my 31 years of age. But I mean, there's a lot that I worry about in life too. And I have like a really bad habit of like comparing myself to others because I was compared to so many. Oh my god, I got fucked! Wow, that's so rude. I was just watching Waluigi in the corner. He was doing like a little jig. It was really funny. But yeah, it's like I have a really bad habit of like comparing myself to other people because I was compared to a whole bunch of different people all throughout my life. So it's one of those, I developed a really bad habit from my boomer mom because my mom was always the one comparing me to other people, whether it be like, oh, my other siblings or even my sister. A lot of it was my sister, and a lot of it was on physical appearance. Because, like, my sister was always the quote-unquote model thin sister, and I was the quote-unquote chubby sister. And I have looked back at childhood photos of me, and even photos of me in middle school, where my mother said I quote-unquote porked out. I wasn't even that chubby. Not even. Not even a little bit. And I looked at a picture of myself, I'm like, I look fine. So, thanks, Mario! But yeah, it's like, but also because of that, it's like I, developed a real bad habit of comparing myself. So I'm like, I'm trying not to, but like, essence of it are still there, but I'm constantly fighting myself over it. Like, even when it comes to like, my friends, it's like, sometimes it's like, man, I wish I could be cool like that, or man, I wish I had a cool life like that. But then I like stop myself, and then I think, well, their life is their life, and my life is my life. There's plenty of things in my life that my friends haven't experienced. And of course, there's plenty of things that my friends have experienced in their lives that I haven't experienced. That's just part of life. People are different. And again, like, life is too short to really be worrying about that. So that's kind of why I pull myself back on those kinds of thoughts. Because, like, life's too short. And millennials are in the weird age range of, to boomers, we're still little kids. But to, like, young Gen Z and older Gen Alpha, we're, like, really old people. We're, like, geriatric. So it's like, we're damned if we do, damned if we don't. We just exist. Signed, a millennial that grew up with boomer parents. So, no one's landing on that space. Maybe I should put something there. I don't know. And yes, my parents were boomers. They were born in the 50s. I see all the time on my TikTok feed of, like, I'm kind of, like, partially in, like, makeup TikTok, which is I don't know what those are. I just got the bomb. That's fine. I'm okay with that. Yeah, whenever I'm scrolling on TikTok, I'm kind of in, like, the makeup TikTok area sometimes. And there's kind of been this trend going in and out of these people doing makeup looks in the era that, like, they were born or when their parents were born. Like, hey, let me do my makeup in the year my mom was born. And the last one I saw, I've been seeing him in, like, the 80s. And it's like, oh my god, the last one I saw was 1971. My dad graduated high school in 1975. And there's plenty of people my age that have parents that were born in the 70s. Because I was born in the 90s. So it's so strange to me and so wild that I'm seeing lots of people be like, oh, hey, my parents were born in the 70s. My parents were born in the 80s, and I'm doing this trend. And it's like, crazy. Crazy. And there was this really young looking girl who was like, I'm gonna do my makeup inspired by the year I was born. And it was like 2000. And I'm like, dude, you're just a baby. But, like, no, 2000 was 26 years ago. Which I still have trouble wrapping my brain around. Like, what do you mean? Because, like, I was born in 95. Which really isn't that far from 2000. But in my brain, anyone born 2000 and after, they're like babies. Like, there's no way you're in your mid-20s. Absolutely not. Like, there's no way, right? But nope. Nope, 2000 was 26 years ago. Oh my goodness, Lord. I saw someone paint a gorgeously stained cabinet door white, like right over the carving. I get like, yeah, your furniture, do what you will, but 2001, let's go. Turn 25 this year, let's go. Let's go. But yeah, I think a lot of, for me personally, I have been so used to being the youngest one in a group. I'm the youngest in my family. I was one of the youngest ones in my graduating class. So I had never been used to people younger than me. Never really been used to it. And because a lot of the people in the grade behind me were like my age.
Go!
Born the same year as me. Mario, what are you doing? So I think a lot of it is just I've never really been used to people younger than me. So, yeah, because my siblings, by 8 years, I wasn't an accident, I swear. I mean, okay, so my brothers
Finish.
are 12 and 9 years older than me, and my sister is 3 years older than me. My parents about had kids every 3 years, except for, my dad was like real busy in 1 year because it was a really good work year for him. So, my sister, was kind of an accident. But then the doctor was like, you can't go on birth control, you're too old. And she was like mid-30s. She was like 36? Yeah, she was 36 when she had my sister, and the doctor told her she was too old for birth control. And then 3 years after that, hi, she had me. So,
I got it.
yeah. Yeah, my mom turned 39 4th of July, and then 2 weeks later, I was born. So, yeah, my oldest wasn't planned, and they weren't sure, like, how far along my mom was, because my mom's periods were, like, so irregular that, like, the first day of her last period was, like, February, and then they find out in, like, August she's pregnant, but, like, last period was, like, several months ago, so I couldn't tell ya. And my oldest brother was a preemie baby. He was a 7.5-pound preemie. Which to someone is like, oh my god, that's really big. And it's like, my mom had big babies. And then my other brother was planned. They wanted him. Like, my mom did, like, everything in the book to make sure she got pregnant. And then me and my sister were just kind of here. Hello. We're here. It's a common argument between us of, like, who the best child is. Because it's like, oh, the classic youngest child argument is like, they stopped having kids after me, so I'm the best one. And then, one of my brothers, I think my older brother, would be like, no, I'm the favorite, clearly, or something. They tried to recreate me. And then my oldest brother would be like, oh no, they tried to recreate the perfection that is me, and they failed. I remember posting on Facebook several years ago of, I think no. I think my brother, my older brother, posted on Facebook on Mother's Day about something, and I commented, or something about, like, who the best kid was, and I had commented, she stopped after having the perfect child, that was me. And then, I can't remember if my sister said something, I don't remember what she said, but she chimed in, and then, the other brother, like, the older brother who made the post was like, you're all adopted, or whatever. And then the oldest said, like, oh, they stopped. They tried to recreate the perfection that is me, but they failed. So it's a classic argument between us. And also, all of us start with the same initial.
Go!
I pressed the A button, come on. I legit pressed the A button. I don't know why I didn't do anything. But also, yeah, we all start with the same letter. We all start with T. So it's and Tessa. I mean, they're all really common names, so it probably wouldn't be too hard to figure it out, but I don't want to say their names, because they'll appear like Joe Hendry. But yeah, like, the common thing is like, oh, it's, you know, T, last name. We all had it. So there was one time I posted on Facebook, if there was a letter addressed to T, last name,
Oh yes, I'm a winner.
who would be the one to open it? And it was a kind of a fun little discussion that we had as siblings. Now we can't really do that because me and my sister are married and have different last names. So... Siblings are 2 years apart, 4 years apart, and then I was 8 apart, so I have joked that if my parents didn't get divorced, I wouldn't have a sibling when I was turning 16. That's great. That's great. Yeah, my husband, his dad was married previously and had 2, technically 3 kids. That's a weird slope I'm still not quite sure of, but he has 2 biological kids. And his mom was previously married with 2 biological kids. They got divorced from their previous partners and came together, got married, and had him. And they got married in 1986. And my husband was born 1 year before me. So it took a while for them to have him. And so because of their previous children, they're so much older than he is. Like, I don't know his siblings on his dad's side very well. I've only ever met one of them, and she's really nice. But I know his siblings on his mom's side very well, and they are 18 and 16 years older than he is. So he was essentially, like, he is the youngest kid in, like, you know, chronological order, but, he was also treated like an only child at times. And sometimes it does show. Not saying it's a bad thing, but, like, you can maybe tell sometimes. I'm your man. The crazy part is that 100% could have been the plan because my dad did try to fit as many letters of the alphabet as possible in my brother's full name. I love that. Ta-da! Also, what's really funny is with me and my siblings, my parents had an agreement. My dad would name the boys, and my mom would name the girls. That was their agreement, because my mom did not want to know the gender of the baby when she was pregnant. She didn't want to know. She wanted to be a complete mystery until they were born. That's how she wanted it. And you can't really get mad at that because some women want that. 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So their agreement was dad would name the boys, mom would name the girls. And my oldest 2 siblings are both boys. And then when my sister came along, my mom was super convinced that she was a boy. Super convinced. And I remember dad saying, with it being my dad, who knows if it was a joke or if it was real? Part of me is leaning towards real. I wish I could ask him, but he wouldn't really give me a straight answer because that's my dad. My dad would have named her Thor. That is what I heard from the various stories I had heard throughout the years of this event. So I could have had a brother named Thor. Which is really funny to think about. But yeah, my mom was like super duper convinced. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Ah, fuck. Man. That's a bummer. That is a real bummer. I knew it was bound to happen. I've been trying to get rid of the space for ages, and it just won't happen. Man. Anywho, yeah, but yeah, it took like 2 days. Like, they wouldn't let my mom leave the hospital until she had a name for the baby. And, she,
Go!
found a name. It worked, and that's that.
Finish!
But with me, she preemptively knew that I was a girl only because of the doctor's mistake. Because, I was told by my mom years ago that, that there was a scare with me, and they had gone to the doctor, and they were checking to make sure baby was okay, and they had asked her, do you want to know the gender of your baby? And my mom says, no, I do not. Cool, all fine and dandy. And then as they're, you know, checking on the baby, doctor lets slip, baby girl is doing just fine. And it's like, oops. So my mom preemptively knew I was a girl. And she also had a dream one day, even like before knowing. She had a dream one time, and she was at a Christmas party signing Christmas cards. And she signed it, you know, her name, dad's name, my sibling's name, the TTT, and Tess. And she woke up that day and immediately was like, who the hell is Tess? Well, then later, finding out that I'm a girl, looking through the book of baby names, and Tessa can mean fourth child. I was the fourth child, so it just happened to work. Yeah, pregnancy dreams are wild. They are wild. I had a very similar thing happen with Riley. I let it slip a couple times on stream. I want to say there was one when I was streaming Xenoblade 2. I couldn't tell you where I was in the game. I just vaguely remember playing as Rex. And I think it was post Chapter 7. Where Riley was in the kitchen. And it was, I had a straight shot to her. I can see her. And, like, I can see her. And, she was getting into something that she wasn't supposed to be getting to. And usually, if I have to harp on the kids for something, I will mute my mic. Because you guys don't need to be subject to my mom voice. I'm not using my mom voice on you yet. I've done it before with some people, but I usually try not to. And, yeah, Riley was getting into something, and I swore I muted the mic, and I hollered, you know, first and middle name.
Go!
Typical mom thing, right? First and middle name. I mean, you know my middle name, it's Tessa Jane. Like, that is my real first and middle name. I've done enough, Google searching that you can't really find much on me from a Google search, at least. Just from my first and middle name. You're brought to, like, my art stuff. Oh, God.
Finish!
Yet. Yeah, yet. So, yeah, I busted out Riley's first and middle name. It's Riley Alexis. And it was like a split second trying to stop her, like, Riley Alexis! It was during Xenoblade 2. and I swore I muted the mic. Either I was trying to mute the mic and I didn't, or it was just happening so fast I didn't have time to mute the mic. It was one of those two events. It was one of those things. And I was like, oh god, I let that slip, because I usually try not to. But yeah, it's Riley Alexis, and here's going into the story here. I had a dream way before finding out Riley was a girl. Well, I was pregnant, but it was before we found out and here's the thing, I knew it was a dream, because like I got pregnant with Riley after both of my parents had passed. So my dream entailed of going down to, you know, my hometown where my parents used to live and visiting them, and they were there alive in my dream. That happens a lot, actually. Anywho, I was going to visit my parents, let them see Allie, hang out with Allie, and we had a little baby girl with us. A little baby girl named Alexa. And she was like tiny little thing in my dream, wrapped around in a pink blanket. And I woke up that morning and I'm like, okay. And I kept that in the back of my mind. And then once we found out, oh hey, we're having a girl, our original idea was to have an A name to kind of keep a theme, quote unquote, because like Allie's name starts with an A, and it's like, oh, we'll just have another A name for a girl. And we kind of backed ourselves into a corner with that one, because like, yeah, I had the dream of Alexa, but also Alexa. My brother had an Alexa at the time, and it's one of those, he would have made fun of me endlessly for it. And it's like, Alexa, play Through the Fire and Flames or whatever. You know, it's like the robotic assistant, you know, and it's like, it's such a common name. And also there's Alexa Bliss too. But like, it's such a common name, and also a name for the Amazon assistant. So it's like, well, I'm gonna get made fun of for that, for naming a baby Alexa in this economy, in this day and age. So, getting rid of that once and for all. That demon space can go bye-bye. Yeah, so... but we backed ourselves into a corner with coming up with A names, because like we couldn't really think of anything. Nothing was coming to mind. And so we decided to lift that shackle and just not worry about A names. Let's just find some good baby girl names. And so the shackles were released. I was endlessly looking through lists of baby names, trying to figure something out, and I came across Riley. And 2 weeks before she was born, sitting at an Applebee's, I was reading out the list of names that we had to Vegito, and I got to Riley, and he was like, he stopped me, and was like almost like a, say that one more time, and it's Riley. It's like, you know what, I like it. And we had the name kind of Alexa in the back of our minds because of the dream I had. So it's like, an idea for a name was like Alexa Riley. But it's like, we were just gonna call her Riley anyway. So it's like, well, if we're gonna do that, might as well make that her first name. But like, he had a little tweak to the names. Like, if we're gonna have like Riley as her first name, it's not gonna be like Riley Alexa. We'll change it to Alexis. So that's what we did. And that is her name, Riley Alexis. That is her name. And we came up with that 2 weeks before she was born at an Applebee's. With Allie, we had her name picked out long before. Because Vegito came to me, I was like, how about this name for, you know, and how about Allison and we'll call her Allie, with middle name included. And I'm like, I can't come up with anything better. And it's a beautiful name. Let's go with it. And I was like, not even 30 weeks pregnant. So it was like quite a while before she was born. So we had her name picked out from the get-go. But we wouldn't tell anyone the names we picked out until the baby was born. Like, we were okay telling people the gender of the baby, but we wouldn't tell anyone the name. I have seen plenty of mothers to be so obsessive about like, oh, it's a boy, it's gonna be Bartholomew Jones the Fourth or whatever, I don't know. Like, immediately after they find out it's a boy. It's like... But also, there are some deranged people out there that will snipe your baby names because it is the name you picked. There are some people out there that are deranged like that. And sometimes it's just pure coincidence that you pick the same name. Because I had a couple friends that I don't really talk to anymore. They were both having boys around the same time, and they both picked the same baby name. But I think that one was just a coincidence that they both picked out the name. And like, you know, I personally don't care if like, you know, someone's having a baby and like I'm having a baby and, you know, we both have like the same gender and pick the same name. Like, if it's a pure coincidence, if we had like zero knowledge of it, it's whatever. It's whatever. If we each had zero knowledge of it, it's whatever. You know, funny coincidence. But it's one of those, if someone, like, it would be really shitty if someone came to me saying, I want to name my baby Gwen. And I'm pregnant at the same time as them, also having a girl, but I am due earlier. It would be really shitty of me to name my baby Gwen right after they tell me, just because I have the baby first. That's a really shitty move. So it's like, baby names are such a slippery slope at times. Yeah, Lore turned green. He turned teal and then he turned green. So, you be the judge of that. I missed the purple. And it's like, I've been so like, hey, I pay attention to these colors. Because I'm so color-coded. What? Oh, I clicked it. It's fine.
Finish!
Imposter Lore. And I have a Dynador. He does have a Dynador. I mean, honestly, his username matches the Dynador. Is that why? Is it a Dynador? Fine, I'll go back until they give me gray. Fine. I felt that. Fine. You'll have a Dynador. It's a Dynador. So yeah, that is the story of how we came up with baby names. Yeah, baby names are such a slippery slope. Because like, you know what, honestly, like, technology, like, with technology nowadays and ultrasounds, like, they can figure out the gender of the baby super quickly. Or like, as soon as possible. But also it's like, it can still be wrong sometimes. So, like 9 times out of 10, whatever gender they tell you is correct.
Oh yeah, Luigi like it dead.
And I know I've told this story several times about like the gender disappointment. Like, it is completely normal to feel a little bit sad about not getting the gender you wanted. But in normal cases, those feelings are gotten over fairly quickly. Usually. Like, husband and I wanted a boy for the second child because, again, we had it in our brains like, oh, hey, a boy and a girl would be really nice to have, you know? And, man, my nail broke. And it's like, it would be really nice to have. And then, we had, you know, the appointment to, find out the gender of the baby and all that fun stuff. And then we found out that we were having another girl. And, we were like, it was me and Vegito. It was just me and him. It was also like 2020, like late 2020, I think, when we found out, or maybe October 2020. I don't remember exactly, but it was 2020. There was restrictions and everything. Nope, I refuse. Oh, it was 2. Never mind. Yeah, it was 2020. There were restrictions, whatever. It was just me and him. And we found out it was a girl. We shared a moment. We're like, oh man, you know, we kind of wanted the boy, but like, you know what? We're happy. Like, baby's doing fine. I was doing okay at the time. And then, you know, everything was fine. Until we started telling people. Until we started telling people that we were having a second girl. One side of the family was definitely more welcoming of it than the other. But now it's whatever, because like plenty of years have been since then. But at the time, we were treated kind of poorly. We were treated kind of poorly based off of that. Because, leading up to that appointment and before, you know, before learning the gender of the baby, so many people were in my ear saying, I hope it's a boy. I think it's going to be a boy. Oh, I know it's going to be a boy. It's going to be a boy. Boy, 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 boy. And, oh my god. Why aren't I getting these?
Finish.
I couldn't get the one I needed. That's so rude. But yeah, everyone was just in my ear going, boy, 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 boy. And then once we found out we were having a girl and we told these people, radio silence. Like nothing. Not a peep out of them. And it's like, oh, so you're up my ass like all day, every day about having a boy. But then when you're wrong, you're just gonna shut up about it and not be nice to me anymore? Like, really? You know, in the moment it really felt like that. And then I had seen a Facebook post, not a post, but another family member was pregnant at the same time that I was. And they had also just announced that they were having another girl. Because, you know, they were pregnant with their second. They had a girl, and then they were going to have another girl. So it's like the same situation as, you know, me and Vegito. And there's a family member that commented, and I don't think I was meant to see it because it was one of those weird Facebook things where it like accidentally tags somebody if you type in their name. And I got tagged in the comment they made, and they mentioned me by name because that's how I saw it. And they're like, oh, Tessa and, you know, her husband are supposed to have another girl, but we'll see. And it's like, what do you mean but we'll see? What do you mean by that? And it's like, I don't think I was really supposed to see that because I got tagged accidentally, but like, it still hurt. And it's like, I still feel a little bit of the hurt from that. And it's like, part of it's probably the pregnancy hormones, and the other part of it's like, man, it's kind of crappy behavior. Really, the whole idea of learning the gender of the baby like, at the time, is so people know whether to get boy or girl clothes. What the fuck? No, that is not a job well done. That is absolutely not a job well done. What the hell? So, yeah. Yeah, it's like a, but we'll see. The tone of it almost felt like they were banking on the information being wrong. And it's like some people will be like, oh, it's just pregnancy hormones. No, pregnancy hormones were me bawling my eyes out over a crib mattress that was pink and princess. And I'm not a pink and princess person. Yeah, I bawled my eyes out over it. Joke's on you, was gonna land there anyway. But yeah, I was bawling my eyes out over a pink princess crib mattress that could be covered by a crib sheet. So that is pregnancy hormones. The whole idea of like, you know, the gender disappointments. Like, it's okay to feel a little bit sad because, you know, you can be hopeful towards one or the other. Allie really wanted a little brother and we disappointed her quite a bit, but then it's like, oh, we got over it. Because, you know, the anticipation of like, oh, we're gonna have a baby. Because like, all that really matters in the end is a happy, healthy baby. That's really all that matters. You're gonna change the timeline? Gene editing? Like, what does we'll even see mean? We'll see. Yeah, I know. Like, what does that mean? It's like, oh yeah, they're having a girl too, but we'll see. Almost feels like you really wanted that boy. You really wanted that boy. You really wanted me to have that boy, but, sorry. Nope. If you really wanted me to have that boy, you should chalk it up to my husband. Because the men are the one that decide the genders of the babies. Not me. I've got that XX chromosome.
Go!
Whee. Waluigi, please. Please. Waluigi. Waluigi, I swear. Stop fighting me. Waluigi is fucking fighting me. Waluigi, stop it. He is sandbagging me. Look at him! Waluigi, are you... What? Why? What? Hello? Waluigi! Stop fucking sandbagging me. There... Fuck, I quit. I'm done. I'm so done. I'm so done with this.
Finish.
Waluigi, you jerk. I couldn't think of a nicer way to say that. That was absolutely ridiculous. He sandbagged me so hardcore. Yeah, wrapped is an understatement, I know. I know. Yeah, we'll see. Twist my handlebar mustache dastardly. Yes, we see. And also, to add to the whole gender disappointment thing, from being treated like that before Riley was born, there was a friend of mine who was also pregnant at the same time I was, and she had her baby a couple months after me. But this was also her second kid, and her first child was also a girl. But her second child was a boy. And we were hanging out at their place one time, and we're talking about like kids or something, or like having any more or whatever, and she makes a comment about like, something about like not wanting anymore or something, because I have my perfect family. I have a boy and a girl. I have my perfect family. And that was said right in front of me, who went through so much grief from people treating me so differently because I was having another girl. I had gone through so much freaking grief. So, but then lo and behold, this person gets a divorce and has a baby with another person. So she wasn't done having kids, but now she's got 2 baby daddies. Oh, I missed one. Dang it. So, but yeah, that comment hurt. Because, like, the whole typical suburban family is supposed to be, you know, mom, dad, 2 children. 1 boy, 1 girl. And I think, like, the standard is supposed to be, like, boy first, then a girl. So it's like, but just 1 boy, 1 girl is, like, the quote-unquote standard. And I kind of hate it, because it's like, you can't really dictate the gender of your baby. You can't really do that. So, it just, that comment hurts so bad. But like, they probably didn't know how much grief we had gone through about, you know, the gender of our baby. Because, like, hearing, oh, I have my perfect family, 1 boy, 1 girl, hearing that after you have gone through so much shit, or been given shit from so many people about, oh, I hope you have a boy, I hope you have a boy, 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 and then you have a girl and everyone is suddenly quiet. It's like, what? Why is having a second girl, why is it a death sentence? Like, what do you mean?
Oh yeah, I'm a winner.
So, and honestly, in my opinion, because I have nieces and nephews, there really is no harder to raise. Because, like, the whole debate is like, oh, boys are easier, oh, girls are easier. None of them are easier. They're both equally as hard to raise. They're both pretty difficult. Like, I can't say, like, I can't say for certain about, like, raising a boy, because I have never raised a boy, but both of my brothers have boys. One of them has 3. You know, it's like, but I've seen it. I have seen it firsthand about raising a boy. And so I don't really think one's harder than the other. I think a lot of it boils down to personality. Some may say, oh, girls are difficult. And another person would say, girls are easy. It's probably because personality and parenting style. There's a lot of factors into raising a boy and girl. But also it's the boy moms that are always like, oh, boys are so easy. And like, boy moms aren't just like, oh, they only have boys. No, boy moms can also have girls. And the way they treat girls is so different. So yeah, I've been through that disappointment. And again, it's so normal. It's so normal to feel like, aw, and then you can cheer it up, because then you realize, oh hey, we're having a baby. We're bringing life into this world. You know? Because like, again, I felt it, because like, yeah, I kind of wanted that boy too. You know, at first. But then, you know, found out we're having a girl, and then we're like, you know what? Yeah, we got it. We got this. And it was like a, aw. But then, yay, we're having a healthy baby. Baby's fine. So. It's just like, moral of the story is like, don't be mean to pregnant ladies. Don't be mean to them. Be nice. Be kind to them. Ah! Why did I put my green tea bottle up there? What am I doing? I reach for my nail clippers. But then my green tea bottle was out of its spot, which was very odd. So yeah. Also, I do also see a lot of grief about like, oh, you know, birth order. Birth order also has a lot to do with personality. That is. Yeah, to avoid a freaking minefield. Yeah, birth order definitely has a lot to do with personality. And a lot of shit that I see, oh, I just bought this! Well, have fun with that, Waluigi.
Oh well.
I'm glad I didn't buy the Lakitu. That would have been dangerous. Yeah, with birth order, a lot of people are so obsessive about, like, oldest daughter to this, oldest daughter that. And the youngest children are the spoiled brats of the bunch. They're the baby of the family. They're spoiled constantly. Not always. Like, sure, you know, some, you know, youngest... Warren, why are you stupid? But like, for me, a perspective that a lot of people don't understand about youngest children is when their parents stop parenting. Or it's like it lets up a lot later in life, especially with siblings much older than you. Like, yeah, youngest children are known for one thing, but it's really the opposite. Like, we watch our siblings grow up and leave us. We watch them grow up and leave us. Like, they grow up, they graduate college, they go out, they have a life, they find someone, get married, have kids, start their own families, get that job, you know? Like, we watch it happen from the sidelines, and then eventually they start leaving us. And it's like, yeah, we get that, you know, alone time with, you know, our parents, but also it's like, they're done parenting at that point. And so it's just really sad to experience at times. My mom explained it to her sister, who is 8 years older. Like, my mom was the youngest, and her sister, who is 8 years older, was the oldest. And my mom grew up in an abusive household. And, yeah, she grew up in an abusive household. With her being the youngest, the way she explained it was when it was, she's youngest of 4. Half? Man. She's youngest of 4. And, with all 4 of them there, the abuse was divided into 4ths. The oldest grew up, went to college, started a life, got out of there. Now the abuse was divided into 3rds. The next oldest grew up, left, started a family, you know, did whatever, and then the abuse was divided into halves. It was divided into 2 parts. And then the next oldest, second youngest, grew up, left. They grew up and left. And then there was my mom, who was the youngest, and left alone with her abusive mom. And she got all of the abuse. So,
Finish.
when you put it into that perspective, being the youngest ain't so great. Because if you come from like a broken household or an abusive household, when you're the oldest, you see it happening and you GTFO quickly. And I also know from the older child's perspective, I understand they feel sad about leaving, you know? Like there's different emotions, but like as, you know, the youngest child, you see everyone else grow up around you. And, yeah, it's, not very fun when you put it into, like, that kind of perspective. Where are... Okay, I need to go this way then. So, yeah. Just youngest child things. Hello, Frost! Hello, welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. Bowser mini games and this one are absolutely diabolical. They are. Like, man, I have a field day with some of them. They are insane, especially with high stakes, like, well, that one was half coins. There was one for all coins earlier that I had like 200 plus coins, because all of my coins went to Mario. Earlier with a stupid Koopa kid space. Yeah, sometimes you can lose a star too. And they are just absolutely rude. Funsticle course, honestly, I think it's the easiest one. Ironically enough, that was the Waluigi! He's out to get me. He is out to get me. Hey, dude, you can have this money too. It's shared between the two of us. Why are you being dumb? He was being so dumb earlier with battery ram. He legitimately sandbagged me. But yeah, Funsticle Course was the last minigame I ever unlocked in Mario Party 7. Ironically enough. So. Man will take your lunch, your car, and your health insurance. I know. You know, sometimes I feel like it's just easier paying out of pocket. Just going to the ER without insurance. Because it's like, if you don't have insurance and you just pay out of pocket for... and you're relatively healthy and you pay out of pocket for stuff, then you're just paying whatever the event was, and not just like several $100s a month for like just being healthy and not needing it. Anywho. Yeah, it's insane. I dare you to roll a 1. That's not a 1. Man, why didn't you just roll a 1 so I can take some of that money? Why couldn't you do that for me? But yeah, the single player ones aren't so bad. It's the multiplayer ones that are atrocious. They are so bad.
Oh yes, Luigi like it.
Yeah, Thunderwall, middle of the road. Magical Journey is hell. Literally and figuratively. It is hell. I hate that one so bad. I think last time I played it, the other day, I got screwed. What happened? Oh, he did. Oh, I see what happened. Well, let's go this way. Hold on, let's view the board. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. That's too much. I get to play baseball though. I like playing baseball. I was talking about earlier how I love baseball. And when I say I love baseball, I mean the sport of baseball. That's what I say when I mean by I love sports. Nice. Off speeds didn't get me that time. Yeah, when I say I love something, like I love baseball, right? I love the sport of baseball. I love playing the game. I love just watching people play the game. I love the mental. Like, the TikTok I saw of this lady describing baseball and what she loved about it, it's like a game of chess between the pitcher and the batter. And it's like such a hype moment when someone like dives and catches this really hard fly ball. Really good throw from the outfield to throw someone out. Or even what the Royals did the other day, win on a squeeze play. That was like shades of 2014-2015 Royals. Waluigi, I swear, do not. Do not. Thank you.
Finish.
Yeah, the squeeze play, the small ball, that's so exciting to me. That's what I love about baseball, is the strategies, the mental arithmetics in figuring out what to do for your next play. Like, and also everyone laughing and having fun. Hell, Salvi hit a triple, and man can't run worth shit, but he made it. And he was just laying there for a good solid couple minutes, and you know what? He was smiling and laughing and having fun. You know? Like, that's what I love about this sport. Hello, Talking Real! Hello, hello! Welcome in. Hope you're having a good day, and thank you for the hydrate. Thank you, thank you. Finished my bottle of green tea. Hello, how are you doing? We're talking about baseball. How American of me. Talking about baseball. Baseball and apple pie, even though I'm not really much of a pie person. My husband is more of a pie person. I'm more of a cake person. You know, a lot in life is like there's two kinds of people. Those that are A and those that are B. I talked about it 2 days ago. Two kinds of people. Those that care about their birthdays and those that don't care about their birthdays. Those that like Cool Ranch Doritos, those that like nacho cheese Doritos. Those that like pie and those that like cake. I would say those that like tea and those that like coffee, but I am the third option, hot chocolate. But it is not hot chocolate season. That's why I like winter so much. I like hot chocolate. What's going on? Everything's being jumbled up. Two turns left. Where? We can... Hold on, where? Mario's there. And Waluigi's there. They're all over there. I'm here going this way. We'll save it till next turn. And then we'll use it next turn, and then we'll be golden. I don't think if I've ever played this Mario Party. Mario Party 7? This was, I got Mario Party 7, Christmas 2005, bundled with my GameCube. Because my brother and girlfriend at the time, got me, Mario Party 7, oh, I'm over here, okay. Got me Mario Party 7 bundled with a GameCube. And that's how I got my GameCube. So I've had Mario Party 7 for like 21 years. Almost. So, yeah, Mario Party 7 was my first GameCube Mario Party. Because I got 7, then 4, then 6, then 5. Crazy order of events, I know.
Oh yeah, I'm a winner.
Ooh, late GameCube owner. Yeah. Yep. I was pretty late to a lot of different consoles. Cause, yeah, I was born in the 90s. I am 31 years old. Freshly turned 31, because I, 2 weeks ago, roughly, on the 18th. Oh, we're doing this again, okay. I grew up with the SNES and the Nintendo 64. Didn't get a GameCube till 05. Got a Wii in 08. So that wasn't like too terribly late. We got a Wii U in 2015, my husband and I. I didn't get my first DS until 2010. I got my 3DS for Christmas, 2013. Got our Wii U in 2015. I think we got ours bundled with Mario Maker or something. We got our Nintendo Switch 1 in 2018, which is relatively close to the console release. And then the, like, essentially like the newest console we've ever had, like closest to launch, was our Switch 2. And we didn't even get it on launch. We got it like a few months later. Oops, wrong button. What? Aw, dang it. It's fine. Only on one? I think it was 4. 4 is a pretty good one. I enjoy 4. Take your money. I still have it, but behind a lot of other stuff. Yeah. Hey! I love all the memories attached to these consoles though. Yeah, Switch 2 is the only console I've ever gotten bang on launch. Not even sure why. I mean, a lot of the Switch 2's appeal is, like, it's backwards compatible with the Switch, and you can just immediately, like, transfer your data and essentially still keep your Switch 1. So, because we got... Where were they? I have 12 spaces left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12... I also don't know what that is. But I started here. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 11, 12, 11, 12. I don't know what that is, but I'll take a chance on it just to hit the happening. I'm not gonna make the same. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I'm not gonna make the same mistake last time because I did it. Okay. Nope. Okay. I'd rather guess wrong than hit Bowser. I knew Bowser was top metal. Seeing the the difference in the games I already owned was fun. Mario Kart World seemed anticlimactic to me though. Overall aspect just didn't resonate with me. That's fair if it just didn't resonate. That's one of the reasons why I loved Mario Kart World, honestly. I just love driving around. But again, it probably just, you know, different strokes for different folks, you know, appeals to different people.
Go!
Because there's a handful of people on Twitter that say like, oh, Mario Kart World is so bare bones. Ah! And like, Mario Kart World is anything but bare bones, honestly.
Finish!
Yeah, it's anything but bare bones because there's lots of new stuff added to it.
Oh yes.
And it feels so alive, and I love some of the new tracks. Boost Cinema is one of my favorite tracks, and the DK Spaceport, that one's really fun. Yeah, the Grand Prix, the Knockout Tours, they're really fun. But like, yeah, I totally understand if like someone doesn't like get the open world part. Like, I love it. This is the people expect the DLC immediately. Yeah, that's also fair. People are just expecting it. It's like, I don't think it really needs it. Like, they may sprinkle some stuff here and there like they did the other day. They just kind of dropped a couple more knockout tours. And it looks like there may be more. So I'm excited and looking forward to it, really. So I have really enjoyed Mario Kart World. Oh, excuse me. It's very fun. Like, I'll pop in occasionally and just, you know, drive around. My husband will too, and he's not much from Mario Kart. So he really took to World a lot. I mean, I bought a fair bit, but I really wasn't paying attention to anyone else. It's Wario. I was like 3 or 4 stars ahead of everyone, so, because I got a star the last turn. So... But yeah, Mario Kart World looks crazy. It looks gorgeous. And it's probably got one of my favorite rainbow roads, honestly. Yay, I win!
Superstar.
I am a superstar. Sports titles with extra content for a long time now. Xenoblade 2 came out in, what, 2017 and got extra content? Yeah! So I was talking about that, earlier at the beginning of stream that Xenoblade 2 got the Switch 2 versions, and there's a lot of quality of life changes to it that me and my husband will like check more out of, probably when he gets home this weekend. Oh, I should have bought more stuff. I should have bought more things. Orb would have been him. Running would have also been him. He is him, I guess. That was 4 stars ahead of him, so yeah. Oh, Red Star would have been me. Fitting. Oh, I was 1 shy of the happening. Now, star count, not too bad. Everyone was on a steady incline, not too bad. I think a lot of my stars were gained from pink boo spaces I placed in various locations. Because all of a sudden I looked up and I had like 2 more stars than I last looked at it. But then the coins, man. Oh, those decreases. Oh, they hurt me so bad. Oh, giving half of my coins to Wario sucked so bad, and then trading with Mario too. Ugh. You can see the point where we traded too. Oh, it was awful. Yay! Got emotional for the first time I played Mario Kart World Rainbow Road. I know, me too. I got so emotional seeing it for the first time. It was insane. Added a new battle mode and Blade, so these are just performance tweaks. Yeah, like new modes. I know with Xenoblade 1 last month, they added the Ether Jet bikes, which are really, really fun. And really the voiced heart-to-hearts was what sold me on it. And just hearing the voiced heart-to-hearts really makes me emotional. So I'm probably gonna feel the same with the tweaks in 2 and then later on in 3. when that comes out in December. Gotta go to bed now, so we'll lurk. No worries. Thank you for stopping in. You'll get to bed. Bedtime is important. Never got the Xeno 1 upgrade yet? Oh, it's so fun. And it's really funny because Blue, who I am going to go raid in a little bit, is doing a big ol' Xenoblade marathon. She is towards the end of 2, so which is like perfect timing for her. And she started doing this back in March. And she had like just finished 1, and in the middle of 2 when they announced all of the Switch 2 upgrades. And because Blue was playing 1, my husband decided to play 1 again, because it'd been a while since he had played it. And he had just finished playing 1, and then all of a sudden they announced the Switch 2 versions for it. It's like, damn! So, but yeah. That'll be for today. Schedule for like tomorrow, we go back to Clair Obscur. And we take on the Paintress. I'm not gonna say any more or any less. I grinded for like 2.5 hours for that fight. And I got real close on that one attempt, on that last one from yesterday. So yeah, we're going to fight the Paintress. If that takes all stream, so be it. But we're gonna go fight the Paintress tomorrow. Hopefully we beat her. And then, I don't know how much longer after that we'll be playing Clair Obscur. There's lots of post-game stuff. So, yeah, we're gonna get raid Blue. What should our raid message be? You know what? Let's just do something real nice. Love, please. Because I talked about a lot of things that I love. And it'll be really nice. And it's just a really good message. Just love. Love anything. Love a thing. Love a person. Love a game. You know, love sports. Love video games. You know, love is everywhere. We just need more love in the world, really. Less hate, more love. But yeah, we're gonna go raid Royal Blue. She's doing her Xenoblade Marathon. I did tell her earlier that it came out today and she thought it was tomorrow. So if you want to see some of the Switch 2 goodies of Xenoblade 2, hang out. Hello, Johnny. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. Have a good day. Of course, you too. So yeah, Monday, Wednesday, Friday is Clair Obscur. Tuesdays and Thursdays are Mario Party 7. And, yeah, that's it. So thank you everyone for coming out and hanging out. And we will see you next time.